Star Fox Adventures, for some a horrible forced marriage between a game originally called Dinosaur Planet and the Star Fox series, but for others it was a thoroughly enjoyable experience similar to Zelda that worked surprisingly well. Today I'm going to discuss whether Nintendo should look to produce a Star Fox installment similar to Star Fox Adventures in the near future, or if they're better off just leaving that escapade back in 2002. This wouldn't necessarily have to be the next Star Fox installment, but could even be one 4 years from now for Adventure's 20-year anniversary. I already know the title of this video has got someone strangely worked up, but please do hear me out. If you still hate everything about this at the end of the video, feel free to have a rage about it in the comments later. Now I have to say, I come down on the side of the argument that says Star Fox Adventures was a really good game. It was one of the first and best games I've ever played, and I've played it through more times than I can remember and enjoyed it just as much, if not more, as time has progressed. The amazing graphics for the time and engaging stories made it age particularly well. I loved the very different take on the series that Rare brought. Seeing Fox on the ground battling shark claws in addition to the overall feel of the game, which was open world and, as the game title suggests, adventurous, was fantastic. Each level brought a unique feel and look, which kept it interesting and fresh, with lots of diverse puzzles and enemies to beat along the way. Additionally, unlike some who hated this with a passion, I liked the cameo appearances of the R-Wing when flying to and from the main planet, and in the final battle against Andros, which is perhaps the closest the game gets to a traditional Star Fox feel. If you accept the game for what it is, with the exception of a couple of issues, Star Fox Adventures is a solid game which is a lot of fun. However, Nintendo should not look to pursue this any further in the future with the Star Fox franchise. No, I haven't randomly fell out with the game midway through writing this. Can you even fall out with a game after 16 years? But I strongly believe that Adventures was a nice mistake. My reasons for this boil down simply to that I value the Star Fox franchise as a whole more than my desire for an adventure-style sequel. Since the release of Star Fox 64 in 1997, the prequel to Star Fox Adventures, the franchise had seemed directionless at times and a deterioration in sales has subsequently followed. This is most likely because of the number of developers who have given their take on the Star Fox team, but whatever the reason, the lack of continuity is hurting Star Fox's long-term future. I worry that if things continue as they are doing, Star Fox could become condemned to cameos in things like Super Smash Bros, the upcoming Starlink Battle for Atlas, and the rumoured Star Fox racing game. All of which I have nothing against, but Star Fox should have its own thing as well. To begin to remedy this, I strongly believe we need the next main Star Fox title to be something that appeals to all Star Fox fans, and new fans as well, and an Adventures-like installment would just be too divisive and risky. So I've gone over what we don't need to see in a new Star Fox installment, but what kind of things do we need to see? Usually I do this in a list format like I have previously done for the Pikmin 4 video I created. You should probably go and watch that, you know, quite a good video. But for Star Fox, I'm not completely convinced myself. What is evident is that we need to see a solid game that can provide a platform for Star Fox games in the years to come. We 100% need to see an exciting and engaging story that we can really invest in for the next installment and beyond. A big part of this will be getting to know and seeing development in characters such as Fox, Falco, and maybe the return of Crystal, as well as the development of the relationships between them. Additionally, the core concept of Star Fox, i.e. R-Wing conflict, etc., need to form the fundamentals of the game. The R-Wing and space combat are what make the series so recognisable, and is one of the key reasons a new adventure-style game would be a poor choice. Since we're talking about the R-Wing, I will mention that I think it would be a mistake to be too ambitious with its controls. Although I see why people would want Nintendo to utilise the Switch as much as possible, I'd be really disappointed if the controls were as tricky as those on the Wii U installment Star Fox Zero. Beyond this, however, I'm not completely convinced what the best way forward is. I'm really divided on subjects such as should the game remain largely linear with its path, i.e. mission by mission, or is it better, as some have suggested, to go for a game placing completely open world? I'm not totally sure, but if we replace the dinosaurs with asteroids and R-Wings, something similar to the open world in Star Fox Adventures might not be the worst idea. A relatively open world but working on a rough guideline. I'm open to ideas either way though, so do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Another area I'm unsure about is any multiplayer aspect the game might include. In 2018, it's really difficult to imagine a new Star Fox title wouldn't include multiplayer. There's definitely ways it can be incorporated for local play using multiple switches and online, but its form would probably be determined by the fundamentals of the base game. For example, if the game is solely based in space, it seems likely the multiplayer would largely focus on R-Wing combat, but if Fox and the team can venture on land, we're likely to see multiplayer include things like the Landmaster. Okay, so that's it for this video, but I want to know what you think, so make use of the comment section below. Do you love or hate Star Fox Adventures, and what should a new main title look like? Also share this with a friend to grow the channel and so they can get thinking about Star Fox as well. I'll leave all the links to sources I've used in the description, so make sure you go and check them out. Finally, if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel for regular Nintendo videos and updates. This is something I'm building up on the channel, so make sure you're going to be a part of it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.